I've tested hundreds of different AI tools to optimize my workflow. Most were complete garbage, but these tools changed everything. They now save me over 10 hours every single week. The craziest part is that you've heard of most of these tools, but you're not using them correctly. For example, you've probably heard of ChatGPT. Maybe you even consider yourself a ChatGPT power user. But did you know that you can program it to verbally respond to specific trigger words? Or that you can use ChatGPT projects for simple workflow automations? I didn't think so. The good news is, after watching this video, you'll be ahead of 90% of people, even the people who use these tools regularly. And as always, there'll be a bonus tip at the end of the video. The AI tool that saved me the most amount of time as a content creator is definitely Descript. Descript is an AI editing platform that lets you edit your videos by editing the transcript or text, kind of like editing a Word document. This dramatically cuts down on editing time. Seriously, take it from someone who's certified in Final Cut Pro. Descript makes video editing shockingly intuitive and fast. But my favorite feature is Descript's Overdub tool. This lets you fix mistakes in your audio track using an AI voice clone, meaning there's no need to re-record. For example, let's say I accidentally mispronounce a name. I simply overdub it with my AI voice clone. Problem solved. Another standout is Descript's eye contact feature that adjusts your gaze so it appears like you're looking at the camera, even if you're reading from a script. Another tool that saved me time as a creator is SignNow. Document creation and contract signing is the most hated part of being a content creator. At least for me it was. But SignNow entered the creator economy with a solution that's cheaper and more convenient than DocuSign. The wild part is, I have 80% less administrative work now thanks to SignNow's templates. Now I can quickly send prospective sponsors an insertion order from my existing templates, and we're off to the races. SignNow also offers in-contract payments. While you're creating content, SignNow is quietly making your business run smoother behind the scenes. That's because when you send a contract, you can simultaneously request a payment with just the push of a button. Let me show you. For content creators specifically, SignNow is like having a personal assistant who only handles the boring stuff. Need a sponsor contract signed as soon as possible? Done in minutes, not days. Even invoices, typically the bane of the freelancer's existence, become ridiculously simple. So a big thank you to SignNow for sponsoring this video. This tool would have been included anyway, but their support helps me continue to make free videos like this for you. Click the link in the description to unlock your free trial. You won't regret it. Okay, for overall productivity gains, you'll want to use Whisperflow. You know what's 4 times faster than typing? Voice dictation. And Whisperflow offers the most accurate transcription of all the AI dictation tools that I tested. You speak naturally to your computer, and the tool instantly transcribes your words into perfectly formatted text in any app on any device. You'll need to install the app on your desktop or mobile device and give it access to your microphone. In terms of privacy, Whisperflow gives you the option to opt out of sharing your data to improve their AI, so that's a plus. In fact, the tool already has data sharing off by default, which is more than you can say for other AI tools like ChatGPT or Gemini. And data is encrypted both in transit and at rest, so it's safe enough for me. But I encourage you to do your own research. If you want to get the best results from AI, you need to write better prompts. That was a time drain for me. That is until I discovered this next AI tool, Promptimize. To be fair, Promptimize is actually a Chrome extension, but it's a phenomenal tool for instantly optimizing any prompt. Watch this. If I type this prompt into ChatGPT, what are the best AI diffusion models? And then click the Promptimize button, the tool automatically rewrites the request as an optimized prompt. So now, after clicking the Promptimize button on my ChatGPT window, this is how the prompt reads. Identify and evaluate leading AI diffusion models, comparing their strengths, applications, and performance metrics. Instructions: begin by listing the top AI diffusion models currently recognized in the industry, such as Model A, Model B, Model C. So here you can see where these models are highlighted. Those are called variables, and variables we can change. But let's say that we don't want to add any variables. The reason you would add variables is if you're going to save this as an optimized prompt to use again in the future. It can be saved and stored within Promptimize. For this demo though, I'm just showing you how I use this tool and get the most out of it, and it's to quickly optimize my prompts. This prompt is optimized. Now I click send. Check this out. I have all of these images where they break down the different fusion models and their benchmarks. This is significantly better output from simply using Promptimize. If you want to get Promptimize for yourself, you can get it by going to chromewebstore.google.com and then in the top search bar, type in Promptimize. One of the things I will say is sometimes when you try to push this button, it'll give you an error message and you just have to log in again. That's an extra security measure that Promptimize automatically logs you out. It makes the extension more secure, but it is sometimes a hassle when you have to log in. Other than that, it's phenomenal and you're gonna end up using this all the time. This next tool reminds me why now is the best time to be a content creator or influencer. Remember when researching a topic meant hours of digging through Google results and cross-referencing sources? Perplexity AI changes that. Perplexity is like a super smart search engine that gives you quick and accurate answers. You can use it for free on your computer or phone. It works by combining different AI tools or models to find the best answers for you. Business professionals, financial advisors, and content creators are all using Perplexity because it lists its sources, so you know where the information is coming from. But 90% of users are barely scratching the surface of what it can actually do. Here's the secret sauce. Create micro automations by adding custom instructions to Perplexity spaces. It's easier if I show you. Once you're logged into Perplexity, go to the left sidebar and click Spaces. Then you'll see I have AI tool research. If I click there, I can just type the name of any AI tool. Let's say Kriya, it's one of my favorites. And it's gonna automatically give me all the information that I need if I'm gonna do a YouTube video about it. I have key features and capabilities, how it compares to other similar tools, what makes it surprising, disruptive, or unique, titles and hooks, recent updates, or real world reactions. Great. Now I don't have to give it context every time I'm researching a tool. You can use this for so many things. I'm obviously a content creator, but if you are an entrepreneur doing repetitive research on some topic, you can set up Perplexity spaces in the same way. Let me show you how to do that. If you don't have any spaces that you're already using, you won't have anything listed here, and you'll just select this plus sign. Then give your space a title, a description, and then where the real magic happens is with the custom instructions. You can also give it an emoji. If you give an emoji, that makes it visually easier to see which one you want to use. I have a lot of different spaces that I've created. So by adding the toolkit, it makes it easier to see it. Let me show you what my custom instructions look like for this. I actually got this from Futurepedia. If you are a content creator or you just launched a YouTube channel, I highly recommend that you follow Futurepedia. He's amazing, especially for video and things like that. Let me know in the comments, actually, if you want me to share a longer list of the other content creators I follow. Okay, so in my space, you can see I named it AI Tool Research. We have the little toolkit. And for my custom instructions, it says, when I ask about an AI tool, product, or platform update or trend, respond in a format that's useful for making a YouTube video or demo about that tool. Structure your response like this. Quick overview of what it is, 1 to 2 sentences max, list of key features or capabilities, how it compares to similar tools, what makes it surprising, disruptive, or unique, hook or title ideas for a YouTube video, include any recent updates or real-world reactions if available. Keep the tone smart but casual, like talking to a friend. It should be like talking to fellow content creators who want both depth and simplicity. Perfect. Save. And now it always has that context. So anytime I search for something, it goes ahead and gives me all of that info. That is such a game changer, and 98% of people just don't know how to set it up properly, but now you do. As an AI tool specialist and someone who owns an AI consulting firm in Miami, I create a lot of content about AI platforms. In my case, another AI tool that saves me time each week is Gamma. Creating high-quality presentations has always been one of the most time-consuming tasks for professionals. Traditional tools require you to be both a content expert and a graphic designer. The crazy part is, Gamma is the first tool that actually understands what makes presentations effective, not just pretty. Think about how much time you've wasted tweaking slides or searching for the right template. Gamma changes the game by blending lightning-fast creation with stunning visuals. It's like having a professional designer and content strategist working alongside you at all times. Check this out. To access Gamma, you're going to go to gamma.app and log in or create a free account. There's 3 different ways that you can create a presentation or a Gamma. You can paste in text. You can have AI generate the text and slides for you, or you can import a file or use a URL, like a website address. I'm going to generate to show you how powerful this AI truly is. And you can set some preferences, like how many slide cards do you want? Select how many cards you have. Set the different type of cards if you want tall cards, cards, which is good if you have a lot of text, traditional cards, which is good if you want it to translate to a PowerPoint or Google Slides, or just the default. I usually use the default. I've found that to be the most versatile. You can set the language too. Gamma has expanded. When they first launched, it was more of a presentation, like a PowerPoint style, but now you can also create gammas as web pages, documents, and social media. For this, we're going to do the presentation. Let's say we want a presentation about AI diffusion models. Click generate. It's going to generate the outline, and then we'll be able to move the pieces around in different orders. You hover over the cards to rearrange. Maybe we want it like that, or you can just click in, and like a Word document, you can erase things. But if it looks good, then you can select the theme, what you want it to look like. Let's use the dark theme. How much text do you want on each card? We'll leave it at medium. And then you can select the image sources. If you pay for Gamma, you're going to be able to choose from different models in terms of AI generated images. Since I'm a pro Gamma subscriber, I can choose the different model that I want to use. So for this, I'm going to use Flux. I like Flux. And you can say the image style that you want too. Let's say cinematic. Okay, looks good. Click generate. In a matter of seconds, we have an amazing PowerPoint presentation ready to go. I didn't have to write any of the content. I didn't have to find the images. I didn't have to do anything. And now I can just go in and tweak it and make it mine. It's so easy. I have an AI consulting business and I use this tool all the time. There are a lot of other tools like this, but I found Gamma to be the most reliable. If we didn't like anything, you can click in and edit, change the orientation, move the cards. Or if you're ready to go, you just put it into present mode. You have a presentation. I love Gamma. This next one is less of a tool spotlight and more of a priceless AI hack hidden within ChatGPT. ChatGPT is already saving you hours every week, but you're still doing the same tasks repeatedly. Turns out there's a hidden projects feature that lets you build micro automations most users never discover. Think about it. Automation used to be for tech wizards and companies with big budgets. Not anymore. ChatGPT Projects puts the power right in your hands. No coding required. First, find 1 or 2 tasks that you repeatedly do. For me, that's responding to sponsor requests. I get about 50 emails each day asking for my sponsorship rates. Manually replying to every single email just wasn't sustainable. So I created a ChatGPT project that does the heavy lifting for me. Now, when a request comes in, I snap a screenshot, upload it into ChatGPT Projects, and receive a custom response that I can quickly send back. Not only is the response personalized with the recipient's name and the tool or platform in question, but it also includes my channel's various sponsorship rates. Kind of feels like cheating. Let me walk you through the process so you can set this up for your repeatable tasks. Once you're logged into ChatGPT, you'll see in the left sidebar, here you have projects. And actually, now you can run deep research and use voice mode within your projects. But for now, let me show you how I use projects. This is totally different than I guarantee you've been using it. If we go here to sponsor email, it already has the context. It has project files. And when I click into that, it has a special offer and then a sample email response. These are PDFs that I created from emails when I had responded to a sponsor and I really liked how I had worded that email in my own voice and tone. I've given it those samples so that it knows how I like things phrased. And I have my sponsor rates for AI Optimist as of May 2025. I update that PDF regularly. That tells ChatGPT what my actual rates are for an integrated ad, for a dedicated video, things like that. So it can automatically include that in its responses. And then here in custom instructions, this is where the important stuff is. This is the information that you'll want to create in your custom instructions if you set up a process like this. This project will be executed step by step. When I submit an image of an email or copy and paste an email I received into the context window, you will respond with step 2. Next, I will select an output. Then you will respond with step 3 using the content I have just selected. The goal of this project is to draft response emails about sponsorship opportunities for my YouTube channel. Below are the specific steps to follow. Step 1, initial input, pasted email text or screenshot or image attached with context of initial email that we need to respond to. Step 2, draft 2 responses. Draft 2 email responses in the style and tone mentioned in your knowledge base. The knowledge base is what I just showed you with the different attached PDFs. Be sure to include the sponsor rates as described in the document titled YouTube Sponsor Rates for AI Optimist as of May 2025 in your knowledge base. Once I've responded with my preferred draft, proceed to step 3, open draft in Canvas. Open the chosen draft. So I have it open in Canvas so that I can quickly edit it if I need to change anything. Usually I don't need to change anything. So sometimes after it opens Canvas, I just click the copy and paste button and then I paste it back in the email. Let's attach a sponsor email so I can show you how this works. I've attached the screenshot of an email that I got from a potential sponsor, and I don't even have to give it context. I don't have to write anything. I just send that off, and ChatGPT in seconds will give me 2 versions of a response. Okay, so now you can see, hi, Michelle, thanks for reaching out. I took a look at Weejic and was into blah, blah, blah. It gives me the option 1, and then we have option 2, and I can type in which one I want. Let's say option 2. And then it's going to open that in Canvas, click this button on the top right to copy it, and then I just paste it back into the email. So it really saves me so much time of otherwise having to manually reply and find my rates and put those in, and it just makes it much easier. The real power users aren't just using ChatGPT. They're letting ChatGPT work for them. And now you're one of those power users too. If you're a fan of this channel, you know I always include a banger AI hack at the end of every video. And today's secret is for entrepreneurs. ChatGPT now recommends products as part of its search experience. If you have a product or business, then you need to start optimizing for large language models. Gone are the days of SEO for traditional search engines. In the description, I've included a special link to OpenAI's form where you can sign up to be notified when their large language model optimization feed opens for submissions. This will be the difference between which companies are recommended by large language models like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude, and which ones are overlooked entirely. Best of all, it's free. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you learned at least one new thing today.